Hi there, I'm Vincent Boss and I provide dating and self-improvement advice. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing nice guys and bad boys. I provide audio and email coaching to help people try and get their ex back or get a new girlfriend or boyfriend. Check out my website for more details, www.dateme.tips. Please check your spam and junk folders if you are expecting an email from me. So now let's get back into today's podcast, and today we are discussing nice guys and bad boys. Do nice guys finish last? Do women prefer bad boys? The answer to these questions will take some explanation, so let's get straight into this. Everyone has an infinite amount of traits and behaviours, which are differing degrees of masculine and feminine energy. The average of all of your traits will position you on a scale. High masculinity at one end and high femininity at the other end. The vast majority of women will average out on the feminine side of a scale and will be attracted to men of high masculinity. So for most women, they are attracted to masculine men. And for most men to attract a woman, they need to have traits and behaviours which average out on the high end of masculinity. The difficulty men have is that some positive traits are feminine. Although these traits are beneficial, they will position a man on the feminine side of a scale unless they are surrounded by core masculine traits as well. And this is where the nice guy struggles, because the nice guy has predominantly feminine traits. And these aren't bad traits. As I said, these are good traits to have. And they are certainly fantastic traits to have within your armory, so to speak, to have a long-lasting, loving relationship. So some of the traits which are prominent for a nice guy, well, the clue is in the name. They are nice, they are pleasant, they are supportive, they are kind, they are somebody who you would trust. Now, you're probably thinking, well, how can anything be wrong with that? And as I've said, there is nothing wrong with that. These are key, core, important traits to having a long-term loving relationship. However, they are feminine traits. And if a man is surrounded by these traits only, if they are representative of only these type of traits, then they will end up on the feminine side of the scale. And if a man is on the feminine side of a scale, he's going to find it very difficult indeed to attract a woman. And that is why the saying comes, nice guys finish last, because nice guys will think to themselves, I do all the nice things. I'm pleasant, I'm supportive, I'm kind, I'm reliable. But why don't women want to date me? And it is because these traits are feminine in basis. And if they are not surrounded by additional masculine traits, then this man will end up on the feminine side of a scale. And most women are looking for a man on the masculine side of a scale. Most women will not be attracted to a man who has averaged out on the feminine side of a scale. And that is where nice guys have ended up. So that is why nice guys will struggle to find a relationship. They will struggle to find a girl who is willing to go on a date with them and to proceed. Now, ironically, if a nice guy could actually go on a few dates and get into a relationship, the traits they have are going to be more likely to allow them and to support them to go forward and have a relationship which lasts forever. So they've got key traits which will help them have a long-lasting, loving relationship. But the traits they have, unfortunately, are not likely to attract a woman in the first place. So now let's look at the bad boy. So the bad boy has a number of key traits which will position them on the more masculine side of a scale. Most bad boys have traits which are alpha. They have alpha male traits. Most bad boys are somebody who are men of action. Most bad boys are risk takers. Most bad boys are confident and stable. Most bad boys will go on their own journey into life. They are independent and they are leaders. All of these traits are positive, high masculine traits, and they are very attractive to women. Now, the difficulty that a bad boy has is the bad boy also has within themselves the self-destructive traits which will kill a relationship. So bad boys don't find it difficult to attract women because their main core traits are very high masculine. They are very high masculine men, and they will attract most women. They don't struggle to get dates. They don't struggle to get into relationships, but they do struggle to have long-lasting loving relationships. The problem a bad boy will have in maintaining a relationship is because their core values are self-destructive as well. They will have within them the mentality to lie, to cheat, to take shortcuts. They will be somebody who is untrustworthy. They take risks, which in some respects can be seen as a high masculine trait. But if they go overboard, if their risk taking becomes out of control and too risky, then they will actually go overboard on that particular trait and be somebody who would risk losing everything. And that is the balance. You want to be somebody who is a man of action and forward thinking and pushing forward with a certain degree of risk taking, but you certainly don't want to be going overboard. Bad boys will also have traits which are destructive to a relationship because they are abusive. They can be controlling. They can be overly demanding. In essence, they will go above and beyond what is acceptable in masculinity. They will become excessively masculine. They will go overboard. If masculinity can be scored as a high point, as a 10 out of 10, then a bad boy might prolong this and go further with this and take it to 11, 12, 13 out of 10. They push the boundaries too far. And that is why a bad boy can get into a relationship, they can attract the girl, but they're very unlikely to have a long-lasting loving relationship. Most bad boys will experience relationships which either explode and end due to the problems they will bring to the connection, or sadly, some people will maintain a relationship with a bad boy maybe through some sense of misguided loyalty, maybe because there are children involved, and the woman in this relationship, or the man, if it's a homosexual relationship, the partner will feel very, very disheartened and very unfulfilled because they are in essence experiencing an abusive relationship. And that is obviously very, very sad. And if you are going through this, you need to end the relationship. You should not be in a relationship with somebody who is overly destructive, somebody like a bad boy who will bring to your life controlling behavior, demanding behavior in which they lie, they cheat, they steal. That type of behavior is synonymous with the bad boy. And that is the difference between nice guys and bad boys. So when we are looking at women and who they are trying to attract with their femininity, they will be attracting both nice guys and both bad boys. Most men are attracted to feminine women. But when you're considering that most women are attracted to masculine men, this is where there is just the core. There seems to be a difficulty right now in men getting the balance correct. The perfect situation for a man is to be what I like to describe as the nice bad boy. If you are the nice bad boy, then you are combining both sets of traits. You are pleasant, you are kind, you are reliable, you are understanding, you are supportive, you are trustworthy. But you're also somebody who is a leader. You are ambitious, you are pushing forward, you are a man of action, and you are somebody who can bring excitement to the relationship. So the trait I've just mentioned there is possibly the most crucial of them all, and that is ambition. Most women will place ambition as the most attractive trait that they look for in a man. It is a myth that most women are just looking for a man with money. It is a myth that women are only interested in rich men. Most women are attracted to ambition, and the byproduct of ambition over time is generally increased wealth. So it's actually a myth that women are attracted to money. They are attracted to ambition, and if a man showcases ambition for a sustained period of time, they are likely to increase their finances. That is the byproduct of ambition, and that is why this misconception has become prominent within people's thinking. It's just not true. Women are not interested in money. Most women are instead interested in ambition, which may, over time, actually relate to increased wealth in a man. That is the difference, and it's a huge difference to consider. So if you are a nice guy, then I'm not telling you to drop your nice guy traits, okay? Your nice guy traits will be what enable you to have a long-lasting, loving relationship. But you need to add some excitement to your mentality. You need to push forward. You certainly need to have that ambition within your life, but you need to be a man of action. You need to be a leader. You need to be confident and stable within your life. These key things will help you become the nice bad boy and enable you to get the woman of your dreams. If you are a man and you're thinking to yourself, right, I honestly think after listening to this, I'm a bad boy. Okay, I get the women, I can't keep the women, and now I've heard these traits, I'm understanding it more. What I'm saying to you is you need to tone down that masculinity somewhat, okay? Keep the positive masculine traits that you've got, keep those alpha traits, but don't be controlling. Don't be over demanding. Don't be somebody who is unreliable. Be the trustworthy person. Increase some kindness into your setup, Be somebody who is respectable, trustworthy, and someone who can be relied on. Add that to your personality and just take it down a notch, that masculinity. It's important to be at the top of masculinity, but don't go overboard. Certainly don't be controlling or demanding. Don't be unreliable and don't be untrustworthy. If you can manage that, then you can also become the nice bad boy and you can get the girl of your dreams. And if you want a long-lasting, loving relationship, you're going to need all of these traits combined. You're going to need the traits that the bad boy showcases, which are the alpha male traits, to get the girl in the first place. But you're going to also need what the nice guy brings to the table to actually keep that woman. Because if you don't have all of this combined, it is very unlikely you are going to have the long-lasting relationship you are no doubt hoping for. If you believe that this podcast has helped you, then please consider buying me a coffee. The link to do so is in the description.
Yeah, if you miss your ex, we can help with that. Help you get him back, or we can help find you someone else. Yeah, Vincent Bo, the relationship coach, giving you some insight, bringing you a new approach. Dateme.tips, go and check the site, giving you advice, helping with your love life. Get your ex back, or move to the next. Ain't no sweat, Vincent Bo got you. Finding love ain't no problem. Yeah, dateme.tips, check it out now.